Hello, hi, and welcome to my channel, or back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a flip through of this cute little journal that says, "This is the start of something beautiful." Boop! Journal 156. I named it Hoa 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 Season. And the quote that I chose was, "It takes discipline, routine, education, action, and mentality to turn dreams into reality." And then, as you can see, it spells out dream. So very, very cute. It was guarded by a Charizard, and I went to Seattle, Washington in this journal. It was so amazing. I ended up going with two of my friends. I actually just filmed a road trip video that was like road trip journal ideas that I learned from not doing them in this journal. One of the ideas was to leave room for stickers. Like, I literally threw these stickers on, I think, like the night before I left for the trip, and then realized that, oh, I was buying the stickers on the trip, and it would be cute if I could put them in the journal cover, but I could not because these stickers were there. I think these stickers are really fitting, like raining because, like, Washington, rainy. I had to put a werewolf because Twilight. I had this because Twilight. This actually came in a vampire set. I thought that was quite hilarious. It was a Dracula vampire set. So someone threw in there for jokes and giggles, and I giggled. So it worked out. And then also Autumn's things because it was November, like the first week of November. I am strategically placing this pin so then you don't see the one thing I don't want you to see, but I did the artist way week 9. I had the notes and the tasks in here. I visited Colorado, went to Wyoming for the first time, Idaho for the first time, Montana for the first time, Washington for the first time, and said hello to Seattle. And I did listen to the Hello Seattle song from Owl City. Absolutely loved it. And fun fact, I caught myself a shiny Hoot Hoot in Pokemon Go, and I did name it Hello Seattle. If you don't know what a Hoot Hoot is in Pokemon, it is an owl Pokemon. So very fitting because Owl City just, and then visited Oregon for the first time. And then I had some book ideas, scene ideas for my book. And I was in this journal for 20 days. I did not start or finish any books, but that is okay. I was very busy. I actually wrote in it for 19 days. So I was in the journal for 20, but only wrote 19. I don't exactly remember what day I skipped. It was the 7th. I skipped the 7th. So November 1st through the 20th. Cool. I had to throw in the apple because of Twilight. This is what the journal looks like. Very, very cute. I picked this one specifically because I knew we were going to, I almost said Forks, Washington. We were going to Seattle, Washington, and I was like, this is a very, like, blue Twilight filter to me. And we did visit a lake that looked very much like this scene. This scene looked like summer. The lake that we visited obviously was like kind of fall, wintry. I have a lot of notes for Project Farmer that is not introduced yet on the channel. I didn't end up doing anything with it. I got ooh, shiny, by another project that I'm more farther along. Like, I have to outline Project Farmer, and that one I've already written and you need to be revised. So that's what I did. But this is the first spread. Very cute. I think it was fitting that it was a bear. And here is an idea that I wrote while I was on the road with my friends, and I did make a whole video about it, so we're not going to talk about it. Some spreads that I skipped were questions that I had for the school that I was visiting while I was in Seattle. Like, basically 3 friends went up to Washington all on different ventures. But on November 9th, 2025, I really blew up. I got 99 subscribers, and I think I ended it with over 100 subscribers. 100 more than I had, just to be clear. But just, whoa, it was my 200 subscriber video that launched on the, I want to say the 4th, but I don't even think it was the 4th. Also in this journal, I got this standing desk. Oh, so cute, so cool. I love it. I also had a lot of ideas for multiple projects. It was just so cool. I feel like that my creativity was really flowing. Very cute pages, absolutely adored them. I don't know if I just wanted the spreads not to be like clustered, because I know that I was doing spreads on like one page, even though a couple journals ago I was doing them across 2 pages, or if I just kind of wanted to get out of this journal so I could prepare for Christmas. Here, I just wrote down like some really cool quotes I heard. I believe I heard them on TikTok. Um, this one was a little bit savage. It was, "You think I'm too much? Good, I wasn't built for small minds or small spaces." I just really like that one. And then act like the person you want to become, which isn't fake it until you make it. It's intentional. Intentionally act like the person that you want to become. Your brain sees you taking those actions and it starts to change the way that it relates to you. You treat yourself with respect, high five yourself, and or treat yourself with respect, high five yourself, then it will realize that you love yourself and no longer bully you. So this is talking about like your inner brain. I did get these. So far, I've used up the chai tea and I'm on the vanilla maple right now. Ooh, okay, so this is a cool spread right here. This is when the silver ball cat came out in Pokemon Go, and I was writing down a list of all of the Pokemon that I could make a 4-star, and I'm just gonna give you like a little guess of which Pokemon I chose. And then we have another Ookie Spooky spread. I kind of thought that I would still be in the Valentine's. Oh my gosh. I kind of thought that I would still be in the Halloween mood, but it kind of felt like around this time I was a little over Halloween and I think just itching for Christmas. In this journal, I was very much debating if I should skip over Thanksgiving entirely just because of I like the sentiment of Thanksgiving. Don't get me wrong. The like giving thanks, being with people who you love and that love you and that like hopefully treat you with respect and everything, and eating some good food, very very good. uh the other stuff with the indigenous people, not good. Meaning us coming over and colonizing them, us meaning white people, and then also giving them diseases. So yeah, that's just kind of what I'm doing. I've spoken to a couple of Native Americans and they were like, yeah, no, I don't really like it. That holiday, don't stand by it. So I was like, all right, it's not that big of a deal for me to get rid of it out of my schedule. And then I have Friends Day, which is me being around friends and eating food. And more spreads. This one's really cute. Apparently I was just like saving them up because they're all just back to back. What did I tell you? They're all back to back. I think this is when I ran out of this one, if we're being honest, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. Some things that you missed because I didn't want to give out personal information is when I was in Seattle, I was still in a boot of my left leg with my Achilles tendon. And it's probably why around Thanksgiving time, my right Achilles tendon gave out on me. Because like we did a lot of walking. There was like, we walked 30 minutes to the pier and then we walked the pier and then we walked 30 minutes back. Actually, no, I Ubered us back because I was like, all right, boys, I'm done. But I did get into a migraine specialist in this journal, so how exciting. And then in Pokemon Sleep and got Servari. Okay, so I'm talking about Pokemon Go, even though I say Pokemon Sleep here because I'm talking about something else. I got a 4-star shiny Cresselia Purified, 4-star shiny Darkrai, and a shiny Houndoom. Yep, I got into my migraine specialist because on the page before this, I wrote down all my migraine symptoms and things like that. It was kind of funny to me that I got into my migraine specialist in the fall because the fall seasons are better for me than, like, say, the summer seasons. I actually like how this one turned out. This is my least liked rainbow washi tape, but this is really cute. It's dawned on me that I explained it in the first video where I'm showing these spreads, but like I haven't explained it since, and this might be your first video ever from my channel. So basically, 2025 was Webkinz's 20th anniversary. Very, very cute, very, very cool. So I decided to go through and like do a birthday spread on each one of my Webkinz birthdays. I do go back to putting in old letters, like obviously this is from my high school graduation, and then this was also a little postcard that I got, I want to say from, was it Idaho? This used to be my channel logo. And yes, I was right. It was Idaho. Here are the postcards that I got for myself. And my coworker got me addicted to this one. I can't drink it anymore because it has caffeine. And for some reason, one of my muscles tenses up every time I have it. So I know I'm caffeine sensitive, so it's probably just that or that plus my anxiety. Some more postcards, and I just kind of like put random things behind them that were like ephemera that I need to get rid of. Postcards from Seattle. Cute, cute, cute. This one has glitter on it. Really like that. Okay, I am strategically covering up people's names. This one looked very Twilight-esque to me, so absolutely loved it. Whoa, okay, so I didn't write down what I ended with. I was in the 300s when we ended this journal, and I called it analytics, so that is very interesting. I don't know why I put again. I don't remember having to re-edit the video. Maybe something happened and I don't remember it. But, oh, I finally found out what the Hoa 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 song from Twilight was called. So Eyes on Fire by Blue Foundation. And that is the end of the flip through. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know what travel journals you have, basically. This was a travel journal, even though only a couple days were the travel. But do you pick out journals specifically for where you're traveling? Because this journal was 100% specifically picked out for my Seattle, Washington trip. All right, I hope that you enjoyed this flip through, and I hope that you always find a reason and an excuse to write. Bye-bye!